Hello YouTube, I am making a crochet video on how to do these little cherry blossoms that you can add to your beanies, to your headbands, to your purses, to anything that you would like. The video that made them before wasn't very good, and the way she made them, they looked very frumpy when you were done. So I'm going to show a more perfected way of doing it that's just as easy. And these are just a few for show. And what I'm attaching them to is actually my friend's headband that I'm making for her for Mother's Day. And this is my black strand to symbolize the stem. And how I made the strand was I used a chain one, and I just used a yarn needle and a plastic yarn needle and sewed that bad boy in there. You can see it kind of from the back. And then I'm just going to take my cherry blossoms when I'm done, add them, and then sew them into it. So you get an idea. It kind of looks like that all over the place. You could also use sequins or buttons for the middle. So I'm starting off with a size H 5mm yarn and a 6-ply yarn, bright pink. And how I do it is I'm going to start off with the magic circle. Just take your yarn in your hand. This is the end. And I'm going to take my well, I'm calling Nazi finger, and wrap it around once and cross over. Then I'm going to take my needle or my crochet hook, make that a little looser so I could stick it under, and take it so you can drag it, twist it, and then this is how you're going to start. So basically, I want to do a chain one to start and 3 double crochet. It's always that chain one that gives you a problem. If you ever have a problem, just grab it, pull it over. It's easy. So there's my chain one. So I'm going to do 3 double crochet. So take it under again. So 1, pull through 2. That's 1 double crochet right there. Hope you can see this. I'm not so sure if it's the greatest view. Let's see. There we go. Maybe I can give you a little bit more of a bird's eye view on this. So then I'm going to do 3 of these. So that's 1. So pull, under, pull, over, pull, pull through once, loop it again, pull through twice. There are other tutorials on how to do double crochets, triple crochets, all kinds of stuff. You just look up the word crochet and a lot of stuff comes up for it. It's pretty much how I learned almost, pretty much everything I do. And also how to read crochet, like if you're reading a manual on how to make a certain pattern, it'll teach you all of the wording and meanings are for everything. But anyway, so there's my 3 double crochet. I want to do a slip stitch. So I'll pull under, slip through, and do a chain 1. So that's the end. And you always want to kind of, try to pull it and make sure that it's not connected in any way to this string, because at the end I'll show you why that's really important. So I'm going to do another 3 double crochet until I have 5 of these petals. So so 1, 2, oh my bad. And if you ever mess up, just remember to, like, you're like, oh, I pulled it wrong. Just pull it all off and leave the last one on there, and you're right back to where you were before. And then you want to, loop your finger around there and grab that added yarn on there. So there's 2. 3, do my slip stitch and my chain 1, and there's my petal. So there's my third one. Join a slip stitch and a chain 1, and I have to grab more yarn here because for some reason it got all tangled. Okay. So now I have, as you can see, 3 petals, and I'm, you know, gonna do my little. See, it got a little caught right there. I just want to make sure none of it gets caught. You can still pull it pretty tight together. And now I'm gonna do my 4th petal. So 1, 2, oop, and I dropped it on accident, but that's okay because I didn't really lose. I don't think I lost anything. You know what? Just in case I did, I'm just going to show you how to correct it. If I did, I just, you know, pull it, restart. And then you always count your chains to make sure you haven't overdone it. See, this is where my, oops, my bad. This is where my chain 1 was, right? You're all looking at this backwards. This is where my chain 1 was. And this is 1 and 2. So I need to do 3. So three, slip stitch, chain 1, and then we'll finish our last petal here real quick so I can show you how to end the project for cherry blossom. You could do these in different colors too. It's just a really great idea for a small flower. I preferably like them in cherry blossoms, and depending on your yarn size. And for the very last one, you do want to end it with a slip stitch and a chain 1. And you know, and I love cherry blossoms. This is one of my favorite projects. I make so many of these things, but you know, you can make it into other flowers, incorporate it in like a bouquet of crochet flowers. So here's my end. I did a slip knot and chain 1. So now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the yarn. Oh my gosh, I'm not even finished. What did I just do? Well, I will show you. So yeah, I pulled out the yarn. Now I still have it on my hook, so I'm going to pull my hook out, and now the yarn's just hanging, and I'll just tighten it a tiny bit. And then I'm going to take this string and I'm just going to pull. Don't break it, you know, try to very little pull. It doesn't have to be perfect. What that does is create a cute little cherry blossom for you. And then I'll take it on the back and I will tie it once. Make sure it's really tight. Tie it twice and take the 2 strands right here, cut them. And I always do this. This is not preferred. Please don't do this if you're a kid. I prefer if you didn't mess with fire. I'm a mom myself. And you just take the ends of it, so burn them, take the end of the lighter, push down, and that creates a flattened effect so it doesn't bother anyone or get unraveled. And there is your cherry blossom. Thank you for watching my video. This is Raven Laced signing out.